You know how you'll react to everything. Pretty much, yes.
Jessica Stein is an attractive Jewish and sometimes clumsy editor at a New York newspaper. Her workplace is somehow awkward as she works with her ex-boyfriend, Josh, who is also her boss.
Clear and heart. It was...
Stein,
Yeah.
your phone is ringing.
Her brother Dan has just gotten engaged, and her best friend Joanne is starting family, and her mother Judy is concerned that Jessica will become lonely and might grow old without someone.
Sweetheart, do you see that guy in the corner? The dark hair, the blue yarmulke.
After going on several scary blind dates in search of her Mr. Right, Jessica gets her interest on a personal ad, which includes her favorite quote about relationships. She discovered that it was in the Women Seeking Women section of the newspaper.
Oh, that's Women Seeking Women.
You know what, guys? I really have a lot of work to do.
This ad was posted by Helen Cooper, who works at an art gallery. Helen is dissatisfied with dating men and wants to try something different. As the suggestion of her gay friend, she decides to try dating a woman instead.
She is trying new things.
Straight girls, the best.
Trust me, virgin flesh, manja.
Jessica answered the ad, but felt uneasy when she met Helen. Then she apologized and left.
You should really know that this isn't me. I'm sorry.
Helen follows her and was able to persuade Jessica to stay for a drink. The two get along well and realize they have a lot in common while having dinner.
Generally, they're just kind of
Ugly.
Helen challenges Jessica's assumptions about what makes her happy and passionately kisses her goodnight.
I guess you're right. You seem to know yourself pretty well.
They began dating secretly and they awkwardly make out on Helen's couch.
What to say about all this?
Oh, I could never tell my therapist.
Why not?
Because it's private.
Jessica, who is usually strict, gradually becomes happier, more confident, and more easygoing. This attracts attention at her workplace, and her boss / ex-boyfriend Josh visibly noticed the changes. Jessica excuses herself by saying she doesn't have a boyfriend. Meanwhile, Helen falls in love with Jessica, but is frustrated by the slow progress in their relationship.
I thought you said you really liked her. I did. I do. It's just not working out.
Jessica's mother Judy invites her and Helen to dinner at her villa, where she attempts to pair them with a computer administrator and Josh.
Oh, Helen, Josh, this is Helen.
Oh, yeah, hi. We met the other night.
How you doing, Helen?
Due to a thunderstorm, Helen sleeps in Jessica's old bed, where Helen and Jessica made love for the first time. Although the two live happily, Jessica keeps her new relationship a secret and refuses to take Helen as a date to Dan's wedding for fear of what others will think of her.
For the wedding. For Daniel's wedding.
Feeling shocked, Helen tearfully breaks off their relationship, saying she cannot accept being treated as a shameful secret.
Look, I am so tired of this. I am so tired of being left out of half of your life. We're in a relationship.
As Dan's wedding approaches, Jessica falls into a deep depression and visits her mother, Judy, and said Jessica is a perfectionist and whenever things aren't perfect, she gives up, even if it makes her happy. Judy takes a deep breath and says that Jessica shouldn't let this ruin her chances of happiness with Helen, who seems like a pretty girl. Jessica cried tears of joy when she learned that her mother had accepted her sexuality.
Jessie. Yeah. I think she's a very nice girl.
Jessica apologizes to Helen and invites her to attend Dan's wedding.
Do you have any interest in this one?
Helen is warmly welcomed by Jessica's relatives, but feels uncomfortable with all the attention. Josh realizes that he has been in love with Jessica for some time and tells her his feelings after the party.
I wanted to be with you. I want to make you happy.
He has been in love with her even after they broke up. Jessica awkwardly but firmly explains that she is in a relationship with Helen and leaves with her. Then Josh can't seem to say anything and was surprised with the revelation.
I'm, with Helen.
As in with?
Right, with.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Josh.
Hey,
A few months later, Jessica and Helen live together in Helen's apartment, where their sexual relationship begins to fade. Helen realizes that Jessica sees her more as a best friend and roommate rather than a lover, and says that she needs more of Jessica. Helen seems to realize that Jessica is not really in love with her.
Why? Why can't it just be great and then this is on sex? Have you ever thought that maybe it's just one component of a much larger package? Jesus Christ, I want the whole package!
Jessica begs Helen to accept her as is, but Helen remains true to her desire for a partner who can satisfy her sexually, and the two part ways for good. A few months later, Helen is living happily with another woman. Jessica has applied the positive things she learned from her time with Helen to her own life and is a calmer, happier person than she was before. She posts flyers in bookstores looking for a new roommate, but misses the flirtatious interest of the charming store owner. She finds Josh in a bookshelf. She hasn't seen him since she left her newspaper job to focus on painting. They have a friendly conversation and she tells him that Helen abandoned her. That it was painful but ultimately made her a better person. She gave Josh a flyer with an email. Jessica then meets Helen and happily tells her she met Josh at a bookstore. The two women eventually became close friends.
Want more queer content? Then please subscribe and hit the notification bell.